Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner. This is my review for my reality rant for Black King Crew, One More Punk Ass Chance, and Love and Hip Hop Miami, which aired the season finale tonight. And I'm like, thank God. Okay, it, Love and Marriage, not Love and Marriage, honey. Love and Hip Hop Miami this season was a complete letdown, in my opinion. Let me pop on screen because this is a rant. This is what I do. Okay, but y'all know to subscribe. Okay, y'all know to do all of this. Okay, y'all know to follow me on social media, like and subscribe and stuff. But Love and Hip Hop Miami was such a letdown this season. I feel like nobody actually had any real storylines. I think the one that we seen was like Fugazi made up, caught in the Matrix or whatever, or we up here in Scrooge McDuck's money vault swimming around in coins, just things that don't make sense. And when I was watching the episode, I was like, this is the finale? This is the finale. What is this? What is this? It all seemed wrong for all the right reasons. So when we start off with seeing Trick Daddy talking about the Eat the Booty Gang, I was like, why is that a conversation? Why are we talking about that? What is happening? What's going on? I'm confused. It's red or blue pill, red or blue pill. I was like, first of all, Trick Daddy Dollars with no dollars looked like he eat the booty. He looked like he does a lot of things or whatever. And the fact that the only part we seen of him this episode and the season finale was him on Drink Champs talking about who can sing or sing, okay, and whatever. Fine. I agree with him in saying that some people need to realize that a person's opinion should not be offensive when it's not meant to be offensive. If it's just my opinion on who can and can't sing, I get that. But to go from that to Eat the Booty Gang, I'm just like, really? That's all we gonna get on Drink Champs, okay? And then the end of the episode showed him in the office, I guess the corporate office of the Eat the Booty Gang. I was like, what? Why is it an office for this? Who put Eat the Booty merchandise? Who did that? I was like, you know what? This is some bush. This is some bush. I don't want to do it no more. And I'm like, you know what? This is a perfect example of finding out there must not be any producers on this show. I think it feels like they allowed the cast to produce themselves, and that's why this season was a horrible mess from start to finish. Because the ending episode of the season was the Eat the Booty Gang company retreat. I don't know. It was weird. I want to move on from that because I didn't like what I was seeing. Okay. Now we do see Florence. Where Florence and them at? Florence and Marlin. Okay, we know Marlin's an old cheater, and Florence was on her video shoot. I'm gonna leave Marlin. I am done with Marlin. I'm gonna divorce from Marlin. He cheated on me. I'm tired of being put through all of this. I am done. Her friend said, "You always say that. Are you for real this time? Are you really done?" Yes, I'm gonna get a divorce. Okay, I'm gonna divorce and move on my life because he ain't nothing and I deserve better. And 5 minutes later, so Marlon found out that one of his best friends, like a brother to him, was killed in Haiti. He brings up how we were like brothers. We grew up together. We worked. The friend worked for the prime minister in Haiti. The whole thing that happened there, and they think the man was poisoned. I'm like, poisoned. I was like, they was girls. So he's really distraught. He's really sad. And so, of course, Florence is trying to be there for him. And when you go through something like this, you never know when someone will die. So, you have to tell the people you love that you love them. You said, I just want you to know I love you, Florence. I'm like, he's always going to look. Do not let, no. It seems he has a pattern of doing messed up stuff. Don't forget his man simply because somebody who he know had a tragedy happen to them. Don't do that. No, ma'am, or whatever. And for him to say, going through this and losing my best friend, it helps me to realize how I've affected my family with my fuck ups. Well, we could have told you that a long time ago. And so the whole thing with them was her saying I want a divorce. I'm done with him, to her consoling him, and I'm going to be there for you, to then we see the end of it that they are going to work on their marriage. Really? Really? You went through all the pain of finding out your husband ate a girl's cooch on the pool table at a dirty club one night. And you going, I forgive you. I forgive you. Don't do that no more. Stop forgiving for no reason or whatever. But I'm going to leave that be. Okay, let's get on to Amara. Amara Leningrad is in the studio performing the song or whatever, laying down some tracks, and then Allan walks in. Yep, Allan then brought his skinny jeans wearing stuff. Them jeans can't get more skinny. Okay, the fact that he is suffocating the phone in his pocket. Okay, the phone can't breathe in his pocket, which means we know his balls can't breathe either. Okay, can he breathe in them pants? Them pants is skin tight, okay? Anyway, Amara had not seen him in 2 months, but he popped up in the studio to talk to her or whatever. Now, we know the last episode she brought up how she was pregnant, how she had the miscarriage, and when she called and told him, he was like, oh, well, okay, I got things to do. I'll talk later. So he didn't care. So she was upset that he did not have a better and more supportive response to her telling him, I lost our baby, okay? So what did he do? He popped up to Miami, okay, because I just want to talk to you, whatever. But I've been so busy, and you could came to the DR to see me. Oh, really? The person who just lost the baby and vagina's bleeding could come see you in the DR for what? For what? For what? Allan is really a jerk. We know that by his tight ass pants. Okay, I'm aggravated that Amara is producing a scene and had him come here for all of this. Again, I don't think this show has any producers. I think the cast is the one producing the show. Now, she starts crying, of course, because she's upset at what he said. I can't, you can't be good to me. You can't love me, Allan. You can leave me alone, okay? I do not have. So she's like, look, just love me and be there for me, be with me, and we good. But if you can't do any of that, then leave me be. Get out my face. Get away from me. Get out my face and whatnot, okay? I want to be with you, girl. I love you, girl. And they then hug and kiss and tell each other that they love each other, meaning they don't go home, they gonna have some sex. Okay, those was I'm gonna kiss you to our baby kisses. I'm like, whatever. At the house, okay, Allan and Mama Amara and Amara is her hot girl. Her house is a set of Scarface, is what I think it is. It's anyway. So at the house, they having dinner. Yeah, they say how much they care for each other, whatever, how much you're gonna be there for her, whatever. And then he proposes to her. Will you marry me? Yes, Allan, yes, I will marry you. Amara be reading her lines. I'm like, girl, you need to be more natural with it. You are really reading some lines, and it's weird. Okay, it's a bit weird. Now, this is the thing. On this show, we know she had the miscarriage. Last episode, we know this episode that she got engaged to Allan. We then seen Allan leave to go back to the DR. Okay, and then the end of the episode, we see she's sitting on the toilet taking a pregnancy test and she's looking distraught. Okay, because as we know in current time, she's pregnant with twins. Okay, yes, Amara, if you're not following me on IG, then this would not be a surprise to you. I posted about it a couple days ago because I can't always get to make a whole video. You need to be following me. Where? Following me on social media at JayLeesCorner. Okay. Anyway, but yeah, she put on social media, I'm pregnant, I'm having twins, yay, yay, yay. Congrats to the mom. And then she also put up, I am a single mother. Okay, I am single. I can ready to mingle, and the thing that you're gonna see on the show, don't that ain't now, or that's some old shit. Meaning they had sex, she got pregnant, and now either he don't want her or she don't want him. Either way go, her mama gonna raise them twins. Okay, that's what it is. I was like, girl, the mama told you he want shit. But sometimes you be with an ancient person to get beautiful babies, okay? And I'm like, if that was, the good part of her meeting him, is that she's gonna get, two beautiful babies, because she's twins, then kudos to the cock that got her pregnant. Um, I thought I had a picture of the juice bar, but I guess I don't. We're gonna leave this up because I don't feel like being on camera. But Neri and Nuri, Noriega and his wife, she opens a juice bar. Fine, fine, fine. Okay. They also celebrate 10 years of marriage, have like a little ceremony. Fine, fine, fine too. Their stuff this season, boring. Okay, boring, not needed. Boring, not needed. Move on. Okay, we then see Ray J and Princess who was there too, and Princess says to us how she now understands her marriage will not work. Okay, she gets that fully now, and that Ray told her at one point, "We ain't gonna work out, so stop trying." And so she has stopped trying, and we seen that he filed for divorce again, again, again. And then she said, "Yeah, I want a date too. We're gonna say that for next season. We don't need to see Ray J or Princess next season. No, thank you. I'm good. Get out my face. I don't want it. Leave me be." Okay. We then see Bobby Lytes. Bobby Lytes go over his auntie house who he had to, this my auntie is also Trina's auntie. If you and Trina are cousins, then your aunties is her aunties too. Leave that shit be. Don't explain it. I know what cousins mean. Okay? But he over there to have not a FaceTime, but a video conference with his father. Now I was like, first of all, do you need the other two? Why you couldn't do that? I'm gonna leave that be. But anyway, he has not seen his dad in 8 years. His father is currently in prison. And he said, "I've never officially came out to my father. Okay, but my father knows I'm gay and, things because, he's seen me on TV, he's seen me on social media, so he sees, me now. But we've never had a conversation about, yes, Dad, I'm gay." And so he like, "I just want to see what's going on or whatever." And so when they get on the little, little video thing, he asked his father, like, "What, why are you reaching out to me, now, after all this time?" He's like, "I just want you to know that I love you. You know what I'm saying? I just, I know I love things like in the hurricane, like all crazy, okay. But I also want to know if you love me." And I was like, "Well, that's okay, it's a loaded question." So Bobby said, "You know what? I have love for you. You know what I'm saying? My dad, but excuse me, I don't know you." You know what I'm saying? And because I don't know you, I can't say that I love you like that or whatever. So the dad said, "Well, how about you come up here and visit me? You know what I'm saying? And we can be up here and talk and get to know each other better." I'm like, "Well, I guess that's a good thing or whatever." And when the daddy then said, "People love you up here," I'm like, "Not the people love you in prison, girl." I guess so. So Bobby agrees that he will go take a trip to go see his father and get better to know his daddy, whatever. That's a good thing. Look, if you can fix things with a parent, go ahead and do it. Okay, go ahead and do it. I guess so. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. Okay, now let's get to Trina at her video shoots. Okay, that's her boyfriend Raymond, and Raymond is always there helping Trina do this and doing that or whatever. At this video shoot, though, Raymond is talking to her two managers, female manager and male manager. I don't know what their names are. And the fact that we look, Trina's managers ain't shit. We are aware of that, and the two managers who we know no one can depend on. Okay, and then Rain with her boyfriend who does not want to be management having a conversation was like, this is why Trina's career is where it is because the fact that male manager told female manager that even if she sends them all a text, okay, if she initiates a text, he don't have to respond to her directly if she has other people on the text. He can reply to whoever she was talking. I'm like, nigga, if she, why it was, I was like, this is why Trina is not where she could be because the people behind her are idiots. And the fact that, female manager and Raymond is fussing at him saying, "Well, no, fool, if she texts y'all in a group text, you should respond to her. You should not respond to whoever else she was talking to in the text. It should be respond to all." Okay, but again, this is why Katrina's career is so mismanaged. It's stupid. Okay, it's stupid. But then Trina and Raymond or whatever sitting around and, "Oh yeah, great video shoot. Woo! Woo! And out the blue, he get down on bending knee and propose. I'm like, that's what you proposed then? A t-shirt and some jeans and some sneakers while she's in the robe in front of all these random people with little liquor store cups. I was like, get out my damn face. I mean, she said, yeah, okay, it was a huge ring. I said, who paid for that? Because I'm like, what does he do? I don't know what he does. I know he's always there for her. He helps her. So does she pay him? Does he get paid in cooch or in cash? I don't know. What I do know is, did she say yes? I feel like she never said yes, but she say she's engaged. I was like, I guess so. But I mean, it's just like this. This how you propose? And I feel like the ring was like not even in the box. It was like loose in his pocket, loosey goosey. I was like, get out my face, Raymond. But if Trina likes it, then I love it. And she's married and whatever. And that's all that it was. And that was literally the whole finale for Love and Hip Hop Miami. Let me tell you this, okay? It was a bunch of bullshit, bullshit. We didn't need it because nothing really happened. I'm just confused. Like, what is going on here? Can someone fix it for me, please? Look, we do not need this show back next season. We can, or if we do get it back, let's get it back with completely new people. Okay, completely new people. Because the fact that there was no real storyline this whole season. None of the cast even really interacted with each other. And when they did, it was stupid. So I was like, I'm just confused as to how this is supposed to be, a good show. How did we get here? I don't know, but I don't want to be here anymore. But anyway, first of all, like the video. I needed some water. And then now we have one more punk ass chance, okay? I feel like all these people together is just weird, okay? But this is weird too. Anyway, let's get on to who's left on the show. Okay, we have Soldier Girl, Roly Poly Snacks Meal, Skittles, Biggie, Bad and Bougie, Slim, Small, Smiles, Dottie, and Yola. I'm like, they all, girl, why is Brown Sugar name in the corner? Lord Jesus. Anyway, but these are all the people right here, but they also all get on my nerve. And this episode, Mangina was talking to them all. And I'm like, why is he here? Who at Zeus? You know what? Let's bring back Mangina. And when they brought him back, and I'm going to keep saying, because I do not feel like Mangina identifies at all as a female, because he consistently acts like a man, okay? But who at Zeus thought it was a great idea to bring him back? And then once y'all seen how he was acting with the women, the same aggressive ass way he did last season, why is no one saying, you know what, this isn't smart. This isn't good TV. No, y'all think, oh, let's just record what happens and let it be. Well, look, let me tell you this. If you ever put me in a room with someone named Mandana who tried me, I'm going to beat his ass on sight, okay? Now, he talks with Smalls, who, she's still sitting without her, who banged the security guard, that it might be her sister. The fact that she keeps tossing her sister under the bus is crazy. Okay, how or why would you keep just toss up under the bus? But I think they both bang security and it's like whatever. But her point, like, it wasn't me. And since they think it's me and my sister looked like me, then it must be my sister who did it. I was like, or it was you. It can go either way, okay? Now when she talks with Biggie, who was a sister, and Biggie brings up how, well, first of all, I knew Chance, or I was talking to Chance before the show was recorded. And Chance used to say how they were having conversations on social media. So that's how she kind of got on the show. But she also brings up I was not the one fucking any men in the house, okay? Despite what my sister said, that wasn't me. It wasn't my cooch. Leave me be. Now I was here the first day. Some friends I knew, some men friends and they came around here, but I have friends, it was what it was. I didn't bang them. I don't believe Biggie or Smalls. I don't believe Smalls or Biggie. I think both Biggie and Smalls are lying heifers around here. But that is on them. Okay, that is on them. So, we send that person away then. We then see Mangina talk to Yodeler. And I was like, first of all, does anybody know why Yodeler's hair looks crazy? I think I had a picture. I posted it on my IG. Bam. First picture I see is the one I'm speaking of. I feel like Yodeler, I said either her, edges, has a mustache or her eyebrows have eyebrows. I was like, what's going on with this? What is this hair? Okay. It's giving me like if I was the king of the forest. I'm like, what is this made? Okay, what's the look? I just wonder when they look in the mirror and they see the weirdness of these, I don't know, drawn on edges that look like bangs. What do they think? Is that supposed to be baby hair? It looks like your eyebrows have mustaches. I mean, sorry, the edges have mustaches. It's just weird to me. Okay, weird to me. But anyway, when they talk, meaning Mangina and Yodeler, Mangina brings up an old video that I guess went viral. It showed Yodeler in the car with some dude who I guess was touching a cooch, and she's that was old. That was old. I don't know what that's even being brought up. That's like 2 years ago, before I was even on the show. Blah 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 blah. And I'm like, Yodeler, you can't want to not bring up what you did before the show because you love bringing up what other folks have either done for the show or doing during the show. Okay, you can't be out here doing things. Now I don't know if she was saying that the guy was like accosting her, and that's why she is upset that the video is resurfacing. But she say that didn't bang. But in the video, the dude did say that she likes it when he grabs her cooch. I thought, oh, that means something right there. And she was laughing. So again, I think she's fully aware the video is valid, but she like because it's old, it should not matter. When he talked to Skittles, the fact look the whole time he's talking to all these girls, Chance is in his ear telling him what to say. Get her, dog, get her. I'm like, why are you sicking the grown man on grown women? What is wrong with you? Chance needs his ass beat too. These women, I hope they have brothers who just beat him up one good time or whatnot, okay? But she asked, I'm sorry, he asked Skittles if she was possibly trans. And she was like, no. You know what I'm saying? No. And well, are you only here to promote your hair? No. No, I have my own hair brand. My hair made money. I be doing stuff. I'm like, look, I don't care what nobody say. Her hair be looking a mess. Okay, a mess. And I don't like it or whatever. But again, I don't, I'm already popular in the hair world. I want to know who here she. You know what? I see a lot of bad wigs. I'm assuming she do the bad wigs for crusty edges. I don't know. Anyway, so that was really all it was with them too. But when he talked to Bad and Bougie, who won for no BS, okay, and the fact that man, and again the whole time, all the mean, spiteful things that he's saying is coming from Chance. And when when he asked her how many kids she has because he's heard that she has children that she don't claim that she don't take care of. And she was like, bitch, first of all, I don't have any kids. Okay. I did suffer 2 miscarriages in the past, and that's not something to joke about. I'm still sensitive about those situations or whatever. And the fact that man John Dan said like, is it a touchy subject because the kids didn't make it? I'm looking like, bitch, you know what? The minute she would have spoke on my miscarriages, I would have seen red. And I would have just went ballistic on him, okay? Because no one should joke about that. Period. Period. And that's a reason why I say men should shut their mouths about women's situations or whatever. Because you almost could have get punched in your mouth, okay? Anyway, they fussing back and forth because Bad and Bougie don't like the bullshit coming out of Mangina's mouth, and I don't either. And while they fussing, you know, because in my opinion, Mangina was being seen too much. Bad and Bougie brings up because I think he kept showing her OnlyFans, and she's like, "Yes, that's my account." And he said, "I can make money, whatever, and I can repost content that is old." Meaning, you're trying to say that I had this new video of me doing things with a person, that was, let's say, a couple months ago, but that's old content that I re-uploaded, and a lot of people do that. I've done that. I re-uploaded some of my first videos onto my secondary channel because he needed new content. So I felt her like, saying, don't worry about my old content. Don't worry about my channel, my OnlyFans, whatever. I do what I want to do. Honey, when Mangina flipped her chair, when he stood up and flipped the chair to throw Bad and Bougie at the chair, and she got up and she swung that purse and hit him in the head, I say, yes, beat his ass. Beat his ass because you cannot. And the bad part is all this extra bullshit, all this extra rah rah is Chance in his ear saying bullshit. But even though Mandan is, is a whole complete asshole, but the fact that Chance is like not trying to stop any of this was bullshit. And I'm like, how did anyone allow this to happen? How would anyone allow? Why would y'all let him attack her? And then let him comment about I'm stop because it make me mad. So we then see he broke her sunglasses or whatever. It was a whole little thing that went down, okay? Now, but she was smarter than the average bear because when he started having a conversation with Roly Poly Snacks Meal, she came from around that corner so fast and tried to mollywop her ass. And I believe she did get a lick in and punched him in the head because it was a little knot or whatever. But I was like, and she said, whenever I see a man, it's on sight. Like, you comment on my miscarriages, and I want children, you punk ass bitch. Whenever I see you, Mangina, it's on sight. Period. Okay, I'm gonna beat that ass every time. I would do the same. Do not comment on, women issues. It's just stupid. Okay, now Roly Poly Snacks Meal talks with Mangina. The fact that Chance is in the room saying to Mangina to say to Roly Poly Snacks Meal, you know, he don't like your snacks, so why you here? Okay, you basically built insecurity, and that's why you here. And I came back because I'm a fan favorite. Okay, but he don't want you, and then you hear the brother and Chance telling Mangina to say, "Hey, I'm gonna leave your trail of snacks." I'm not gonna. But for me, that's on Rolly. It's Rolly's fault if she's okay being here as the fat, funny person who they make fun of. Okay, if you want to be here and know he does not want to be with you, but you want to accept his disrespect, that's on you. Okay, be that person with Mangina. And we do see Jonathan comes out or whatever, and he came out too when she was fussing with not she when he was fussing with Bad and Bougie and calm Bad and Bougie down, but Bad and Bougie also felt like fuck you, bro, because you probably been around here. You ain't say she got my face, okay? But when they was leaving, and Roly Poly said to Mangina, Roly Poly called Mangina the radio. He said, "Radio, go get on your bicycle and ride away." And Bandana called Roller Poly Taxi Respucia from Norbert. But it's still, it's just stupid. Now, who goes home? Boom. Okay. Now, well, that was a scene of them standing around there. It's just crazy. I don't really care. It's just stupid. But oh no, here we go here. Who goes home? First of all, I like the plaid over piece the brother got on Micah. I wanted someone to wear it, and he said he would never do that. He only thing he'll wear that comes to his knees is the fur coat. I'm like, yo, jackass. Anyway, um, the fact that Roly Poly said that she offered to suck Chen's dick, and he said no, and she offered him to do that because he would know how much she cared. I'm like, see, you out here degrading yourself. Why are you saying to a girl off for a check? But anyway, he sends home Doughty because I think she has a drinking problem. Where she at? Put up here. He sent home Doughty, who again I think had a drinking problem. He also sends home Smalls because Smalls snitched on her sister. He said if you would snitch on your sister, you would snitch on me, which is true. If you can't hold water, you can't hold me. Okay, I don't want you around me if I can't trust you. Okay, get out my face. Now the bottom two were Skittles and Slim. Okay. And he was gonna send Skittles home. He gave Slim her hat because he said she been out here really fighting for him because she fought Biggie and Smalls earlier. And that made Skittles upset. She's like, I know things about you. I'm here for you, and you going, that's not fair. Blah, 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 blah. And so he keeps her because she made a big stink about it or whatever. But I'm like, whatever. He do say, next week he's gonna send home at least half of them. I was like, well, ain't that okay? That's fine. Let it be what is going to be. Okay, now make sure to do what? Like the video while I get prepared for the next with the last show. Okay. And lastly, okay, out of our rant, the last show we will have to do today is Black King Crew. Um, this show was really getting on all of my nerves, mainly because I feel like people are ignoring the point. And I hate when people ignore points. I hate when people go off of half of a story or half of this and then form an opinion. So we do see Ryan. Ryan is at the shop with little friends or whatever, up at shit and chatting. And he tells them what happened at the convention, the whole thing with the fussing and how Drag came in to have the booths, and how Kitty was pissed off and how he had not seen C's in a while and they had the whole conversation. Charmaine was, and it's all these things. Now, Ryan does say, like, Charmaine shop is a mess, okay? That, I want to support her, but she really has to get it together. Charmaine don't know what she's doing. And I'm like, and that's the main issue. That Charmaine does not know what she's doing. Nothing else that should matter. Because if the boss don't know what they doing, how can you ever run a successful shop? When you do not know what you're doing, okay? He brings up how Mad gonna have these issues and whatnot. But again, a lot of bullshit going on around here, okay? Now, I'm gonna pop off screen because I'm just tired. Y'all, it's 3:30 in the morning. They asked how him and Kit doing because he mentioned how Kit was Kit was pissed. Now he said him and Kit fell out. He said him and Kit fell out because of the whole thing about him, fucking Anthony's girl. He say, she called me and was calling me out and was saying that I was basically ignoring the whole fallout with Anthony. But what Kit said, she said, was I told him it seemed like he's on social media sending subliminals to Anthony with his post. And everyone felt that way because when the news came out that it happened, Ryan was consistently posting about how unbothered he was. And I'm like, it seemed like at the time he was saying that about how Anthony felt. Now, Ryan then said, if she was my real friend, she would have asked me what happened because Anthony was on social media and he was crying about things that had happened weeks ago. I'm like, nigga, just because it happened a couple weeks ago does not mean he was not still hurt by it. So to me, it's like Ryan said he went to counseling to, what I'm saying, realize what he did was wrong. You can't then be upset with Kit for calling you out on something that she felt you were doing. If that's your friend, she should be able to do that without you getting pissed off. But that's on that. Okay? He said, but Kit came at him like anybody else on the internet. And I'm like, really? Ryan? Oh, poor Ryan. Poor Ryan. We do see that Kitty and Steven had a little date on the beach or whatever. Steven's only here for a few weeks. And so he brings up how, because of all the shit to shop, he doesn't really want to tattoo there because, again, there's too much mess going down at Second City. No one wants to tattoo there, okay, truth be told. And so he said, Ryan offered me a booth, at his shop to guest tattoo at, what I'm saying, for the weeks that I'm here. I just want to make sure that, ain't no bad blood between y'all or whatever for me to go over there and do that since Kid was the one who asked Steve to come back here. And so Keith like, look, I just feel like, what I'm saying, good luck. Okay, it's a good look for you. But Ryan been moving real shady lately. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Because him chit and chat with C's, even though we say Ryan didn't say anything, his presence still, made an impact on the way people felt about what went on. And Stephen Vince I think you and Ryan should talk. Okay, I think that may be the best thing to do to, handle y'all issues. I think both Ryan and Kit are fully aware of the reason they're beefed out. I just think it's dumb because Ryan, you did fuck that lady, that man's girlfriend or whatever, baby mama. And so people did feel some kind of way. You can't want people to not call you out when you do wrong things. But I'm gonna leave that be too. So um Steven does go to talk to Ryan, and Ryan also said, I just don't want no shit between Kit, getting involved so that you can be here while you're here, but I just don't want no bullshit. He then said, I know that Kit will seduce people around him to get information on him to use. Like I say, nigga, so she a serpent now? She's a sneaky. I was like, wow. Now look, I don't know if him saying that is true or false. What I do know is people really be friends and then be acting like full enemies. Was y'all ever really friends? I'm confused. And so he just like, I just want to be clear. I just don't want no bullshit between, Kit, us, and this. And it was fine, fine, fine. Now at Second City, they have a whole little talk. Now Prince is pissed off because Prince like, look, I'm the lead tattoo artist here. I was the only one tattooing here through the whole pandemic. You know what I'm saying? I was the heart of this tattoo place because nobody else was here except me. I kept the name alive, which is true. If you have nobody else in your shop tattooing except him, if he's having all the clients and your shop is being known that you can still go there and get tattoos, he's the lead artist or whatever. And he said like, I just don't like how um I had to go over to NAMAG, pay Ryan 50%. How you did not have a space for me. You let the guest artist take a spot and not me. Now, Charmaine, like, well, I get it, and that was pissed up. I should have, done things better. Okay. I should have sent the other artists over there, but the other artists would not have been okay or would not have liked paying Ryan the 50%. I'm like, Nick, Prince didn't like it. It's weird if she was concerned about other folks besides the people in her own shop or whatever. And Prince felt like, well, Charmaine fucked up because, again, you picked somebody over me. And when she said, well, I'm sorry, Prince. Oh, are you sorry enough to pay me back that 50%? She's like, well, oh, no. Oh, really? So you don't want to make things right with your lead artist who brings in clientele because maybe they don't have the money. Anyway, but Charmaine like, no, I don't want to do that. So at this point in time, Prince is pissed because he realized, she's not really hearing me or giving any kind of fucks about how I feel. She's on some bullshit. And I now see what Drea meant. Oh, do you now? You don't say. Now we do see a small scene of Charmaine talking to Nick and saying how Kitty and Drea was the ones being loud and ghetto at the tattoo convention. It's all on them, and they make it hard for black shops and blah 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 blah. She then brings up how Prince is mad at her, about the whole 50% of Ryan thing. You know what I'm saying? But he can't complain to me because he worked at the shop for free during the pandemic. I'm like, you also had your shop open at that point in time. Like he was able to help your shop stay open because no one else was there. So again, it's the fact that she's blaming Drea, blaming Prince for not having, this or that is proof that Charmaine is not a boss. She's barely a landlord. Okay. I don't know what she may be a slumlord. I don't know. So Ryan then sends a text to have everybody meet up at 9 However, he doesn't tell anybody that he's inviting everyone else. So they all show up one by one by one. They're like, oh, it's a fucking setup. Don for Prince, um, Kitty, Steven, Charmaine, and then Drea was on the iPad because she couldn't be there in person. And um, he like, look, the shit that happened, Ryan said, like, the shit that happened at the convention, was crazy. That can't happen again. People seeing it all happen. Like, what the fuck is going on? And Prince, like, look, there's a lot of personal shit going on or whatever. that has spilled over, and but it has no business being involved in work shit. It's just what it is. And Charmaine brings up, well, I thought I was a team going to the convention, but I guess I was wrong for it because I came in, team Second City. Yeah, because you think everything was about you, and it really isn't. Andrea had a right to, like, no, I'm good. Have fun, love. Andrea was going off. We couldn't fully hear her because, again, she talked so fast, it couldn't catch it all. Her point was the owner don't know shit about running a tattoo shop. Okay, she don't know or she don't care about what we need as artists because she don't know what she doing. She is 100% incapable of running a tattoo shop, which is true. And as Drea was talking, Ryan kept trying to cut her off. Say, look, you can't want to come on this platform, not want to work with Charmaine, but still want to, like, be around here. And the thing was, to be on the show, you have to work at one of our shops. That's just what it is. And if you can't help, Charmaine build up her shop, you can't think that you're going to grow on our platform. And while I get that to a certain extent, if Charmaine wants to be on the show, if she wants to have a tattoo shop, she needs to listen to the artists who can help her make it a working environment. And that's what I did not like, that Ryan kind of was like ignoring or not fully addressing Charmaine's fuck ups. And I feel like, we know the show may have been edited and fine. But from what we saw, no one was holding her accountable for her lackluster skills as a fucking manager, okay? And I also agree that Drea can't want to still be top dog if she doesn't want to, work at either shop. So it's hard, but I still feel like Charmaine is 90% in the wrong and Drea is 10% in the wrong because, again, Charmaine is the landlord of the location or whatever. So at this point in time, I'm still mad. I'm like, why y'all fussing at Drea when Charmaine is the one who needs to listen to our artists? You know what I'm saying? And y'all acting like Drea's the one who had negative energy. I'm like, no. Charmaine had just as much negative energy than anyone else. And the crazy part is, Drea and Kit wanted to help Charmaine run the shop effectively, and she did not want the help. That's on Charmaine. Charmaine on bullshit. So when Charmaine brings up how Kitty and Drea came at the house, but came to the meeting that day with attitudes or whatever. I'm saying that when they got there, the energy shift. I'm like, no, the energy shifted when y'all got in the same space. Okay, period. And Charmaine keep trying to blame Kitty and Drea like they on some bullshit. You know, I don't want to work with them because they on some bullshit. I never want to work with them because I ain't got time. Blah 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 blah. And Prince, like, look, the chemistry was off between all of y'all. Period. Okay, it should have the whole time. Now he said this is why some people say women can't run no shop. I'm like, Prince, stop saying that. Because for a while Ryan couldn't. So just please stop saying that. So but he tells Charmaine that, at the end of the day, I was an original artist at your shop. And you still did not make any space for me at the convention. So that's fucked up on my part. For you to do me like that. And Charmaine said, well, I don't really care if you're the original artist or not. I'm saying I'm gonna do what I want to do. I'm like, again, you're gonna run that business into the ground and that's on you. And then Charmaine then say Prince is being biased because he fucking Drea. Because if she said, I seen Drea's apartment and your car was parked outside the whole time for days at Drea's. I'm looking like, one, why are you talking? Why are you out watching Drea's apartment? That's kind of crazy. And two, why are you stalking Prince? And how do you know how? I'm like, girl, but it seemed too much. And I was like, we seen Prince with his girlfriend who's friends with Charmaine earlier. So your friend man cheating. You ain't saying shit. I was confused as fuck. And your car was parked outside her apartment for a few days or whatever. And he has a certain kind of car, and nobody else in the city has a car like him. I'm looking like I just cannot. And then Charmaine is yelling at the computer at Drea, you trash bag hoe. I'm like, trash bag hoe. Drea said, bitch, you the one who's fucking people in the shop. And I only fuck Don. And Don like, no, 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 no. Don't put me in. Leave me out of this shit. I'm out of this. Don't do this to me. And I'm like, Charmaine is a pick me ass bitch because Charmaine loves tearing down other women once she feel like the men around her accepts her. You know what I'm saying? You want to have this female shot because the men, the Ryans and the Dons and the Fords and whoever else made you feel like less than what you were. So now that they like you again, oh, now it's Drea's a trash bag hoe. Because you seen Princess car at her apartment. Prince, like, first of all, we're not fucking at all, but we're artists and we were painting. That's what artists do. You hang out with each other and late at night you paint. Now look, I don't know what they're doing. I wasn't there, but I do feel like you can't tell me I'm fucking her because you were stalking Dre's apartment and seeing my car out there. The fuck? Okay, I was like, man, bye. It was just dumb to me. So when they get on, we're supposed to be a crew. It's supposed to be Black King crew, and right now we're not moving together. And Kid's like, okay, well, okay, you saying that right, fine. So as the leader of this crew, have you been upholding that we should all move together? He's like, well, I think I have. And Charmaine, yes, he has. We're great. Kid said, oh, okay, so it's me. So I'm outside the box of the crew. Gotcha. And so Ryan then gets mad. Well, you're the one, we ain't been good that shit between me and you about Ann. And Kid's like, I just felt like you were subbing and I said something to you and you got pissed at me. Now, at this point in time, saying Ryan is upset. He's pissed. He's like, you the one out here being a goofball and picking somebody else's side. And you up here uh taking whoever else's side. And you're a goofball. I'm like, a goofball? Why she gotta be a goofball? The fact that Ryan blew up on Kitty and was going off on her, and he I think, or at least she thought, he called her a bitch, which again pissed her off. But again, it was like y'all have all this sad shit. Because I'm like, why would Charmaine bring up, you know, Drea maybe fucking with Prince? Now you got Ryan bringing up how he was upset about Kitty calling him out for fucking you. You called yourself out for fucking that man's girlfriend. It's just weird. It's weird, and I don't get it. And Don had to pull Ryan to the side to calm him down because Ryan to me was irate. And it's like, why are you so pissed? You did fuck that man's girl, baby mama. That actually happened. And you upset because kids said it looked like you're subbing him and you should stop on social media. And now you that pit girl, look. I can't. And when Kitty put out some tampons, I said, it's still his period? Girl, what's wrong? It was tossing out tampons. I say, bitch, you killed me. And I'm just like, they need some healing. But they need to address the fact that Charmaine don't know what the she doing. Anyway, that is the end. That is my whole reality rant for Black Ink Crew. One more punk ass chance in Love and Hip Hop Miami, the season finale. I will be back, girl, tomorrow or later today. I don't know because it's now 3:42. I have to go to bed. I'm tired. Have a good evening, everyone. Until next time, peace.